my channel. Now in this video we will start the naming of dihydroxy compounds. So the first rule is, we can say, when two OH groups are attached to the adjacent carbon atom, they are termed as alkene glycol. Means if there are two carbon atoms, CH2 and CH2, and two hydroxy groups are attached to each other, so the name should be ethylene glycol. One more example is CH3, CH2, CH2 and OH. The OH groups are attached to the adjacent carbons and there are total 4 carbon atoms, so we can name as butylene glycol. Now if there is presence of branched chain in this compound, so the naming should be active amylene glycol. Active amylene glycol. So these are the first rule of dihydroxy atom. Now the second rule is, when two OH groups are attached at the same ends of the carbon chain, these compounds are named as polyethylene glycol. So the example is CH2, CH2, CH2 and CH2. The two OH groups attached to the two ends, so the name should be polymethylene glycol, and the poly means number of CH2 groups attached to in the chain. Now the name should, these are the naming should be like this. So we can write the name of this compound as, there are 4 CH2 groups, means tetra polymethylene glycol. Now another example is CH2OH and CH2OH. Both the OH groups are attached to the ends, so the name should be di, because two poly groups are attached to dimethyl glycol. But this one is the wrong naming. The correct name should be ethylene glycol. So the correct name should be ethylene glycol. So I hope you will understand this naming. So now we will take some examples based on the both naming. So the first question is, we have to draw the structure of isopropylidene bromide. So these are the examples of common naming of dihalides, where we will use polydiene. So iso means there is presence of chain, and propyl means there is presence of 3 carbon atom and 2 bromides. So CH3C, both the halogen groups are attached to the same carbon, and this one is CH3. So this will be the structure of isopropylidene bromide. The second one is active amylene glycol, iodide. So we have discussed the example. So it will be like this: CH3C CH2, one iodine is here and one iodine is here, then CH2 CH3, means total 1 2 3 4 5 carbons are present, and both the iodine or halogen groups are attached at the adjacent carbon atom. The third one is isobutylene glycol. So iso means branch, butylene means 1 2 3, the one carbon should be here. Glycol means presence of two OH groups. The next one is on OH CH3. So this will be the structure of isobutylene glycol. Now the last one is isobutylene. Butyl means 1 2 and 3 carbon. Butylene means there is presence of double bond. So we will take one double bond, and in this we will know that the OH will be at the ends of the chain. So I hope you will, sorry 3 carbons, CH2 CH3 and 1 here, 1 2 3 and 4. So this is the isobutylene. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you will like.